Salam alaikum. Thank you for joining me in another episode of Shabaan, this magnificent month of Shabaan. And today specifically, we're going to look at the magnificent night of the 15th of Shabaan, which is a very, very important night. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it. The ulama and the scholars have a difference of opinion what you should do on this night. So please, as what I explained, I'm not part of the ulama. If you got any doubts, please consult the ulama. As far as I'm concerned, I love the 15th of Shabaan. I know it's very, very important where your taqdeer comes down, your taqdeer is written, and the way the ulama combine it to say what is happening, why is 15th of Shabaan also taqdeer, and why is Laylatul Qadr also taqdeer, and the ulama say they combine the two. They said on the 15th of Shabaan, your taqdeer is written down, it comes down, and then on the Laylatul Qadr in Ramadan, it then goes out. It then continues, right? So I'm going to give you some I'm going to read from the article by the Jamaatul Ulama KZN. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward them. They are the esteemed ulama, and let's see what they've got to say, right? So the 15th of Shabaan is one of the greatest nights of the year, and you definitely don't want to miss out on the blessings. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all our efforts during Shabaan. May He bless us and help us increase our worship, and may allow us to draw closer to Him. So this is the following. The following is taken from the Jamaatul Ulama KZN, the Council of Muslim Theologians, on the significance of the 15th of Shabaan. And the dua, the ulama suggests that that night is known as Laylatul Barat, the dua to be recited on the night of Barat. And I apologize for this, my Arabic is not good, so I apologize. I will try my level best to recite this dua. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. It is reported in a hadith that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said to Hazrat Aisha radiallahu anha, on this night, that means Shab Barat, on the 15th of Shabaan, read this dua and teach it to others. Jibreel alayhi salam taught this dua to Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and the dua is as follows: A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. A'udhu bi afwika min ikabika wa a'udhu bi raddaka min sakhatika wa a'udhu bika minka jalla wajhuka la uhsi thana'a alayka anta kama athnayta ala nafsika. I tried my level best. I know my madrasa teacher won't be happy with me the way I'm reciting, but may Allah forgive me. So that is the dua, and the English meaning of that dua is: I seek protection in your forgiveness from your punishment, and I seek shelter in your pleasure from your displeasure, and I seek safety in you from you. Glory be to you. I am unable to fully praise you. You are as you have praised yourself, O my Rabb, Ya Rabbal Alameen. So let's continue with this article by the Jamaatul Ulama KZ, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward the Council of Muslim Theologians. And this is what they say. The 15th of Shabaan, which is commonly referred to as Laylatul Bara, is one of the most significant nights in the Islamic calendar. Ibn al-Hajj rahimullah states, the Salaf, the pious predecessors, would sanctify this night and prepare themselves for its advance. That's recorded in Al-Mahdal, Volume 1, page 299. Some people, due to being ill-informed, actually refute the auspiciousness of this occasion. They deny it. The following paragraphs serve to correct that false notion. There are several hadith on the virtues of this magnificent night of the 15th of Shabaan, which are as follows. Amongst them is a narration of Sayyidina Mu'adh ibn Jabal radiallahu anhu that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, Allah Ta'ala pays special attention to this entire creation on the 15th night of Shabaan and forgives all of them except one who ascribes partners to him and one who bears enmity in his heart. That's recorded in Al-Mujammal Awsat, Hadith 6776, and in Al-Mujammal Kabir, Volume 20, page 108 and 109. And Sayyidina Abu Bakr Siddiq radiallahu anhu reports that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, on the middle night of Shabaan, Allah Ta'ala's mercy comes to the first sky, and He forgives all besides the polytheists and those who harbor enmity for their brethren. And this is recorded in the Musnad Bazzar and Shu'ab al-Iman of Bayhaqi and Hadith number 3546. Then Sayyidina Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu reports that Sayyidina Aisha radiallahu anha, so many narrations, here the ulama tells us that besides the above two, there are many Sahaba that also narrate the hadith regarding the importance and the merit of the 15th of Shaban, and many hadith are narrated by Abu Huraira radiallahu anhu, Aisha radiallahu anha in Musnad Ahmad hadith 2608, then Sayyidina Abu Talaba in Shu'abul Iman hadith 3551, then Sayyidina Auf bin Malik in Musnad al-Bazar hadith number 2048, then Sayyidina Abdullah ibn Amr radiallahu anhu in Musnad Ahmad hadith number 6642, also narrated the importance of this night, also by Sayyidina Abu Musa al-Ashari radiallahu anhu, that's recorded in Ibn Majah hadith number 1390, also by Ali bin Abi Talib radiallahu anhu hadith number 1388, and also by Sayyidina Uthman bin Hibal radiallahu anhu in Shu'abul Iman hadith number 3555, and so on. So on the collective strength of all of these 12 narrations, the collective strength cannot be refuted that this 15th of Shaban is indeed a very auspicious and meritorious evening. After quoting some of the above narrations, Imam Bayhaqi says, when they are combined, they acquire significant strength. Ibn Taymiyyah rahimullah has also accepted the collective strength of these narrations. The Grand Mufassir Allama Alusi rahimullah has termed that those people who deny or refute the virtues of this magnificent night and say that this night is not important, those people are labeled as being rash and reckless. The statements of the scholars, the general virtue of the night of 15th of Shaban has been accepted by many great ulama of the past. Among these great ulama are as follows. The verdicts of Tabi'un. Imam Atta ibn Yasar rahimullah, the great Tabi of Medina, said, after Laylatul Qadr, there is no other night in the year that is more virtuous than the middle 15th night of Shaban, and that's recorded in Lataif al-Marif, pages number 264, and in Sunan Sa'id ibn Mansur and Hasl Bayan, page number 11. Then Khalifa Umar bin Abdul Aziz rahimullah wrote to his governor in Basra, where he says, Allah Ta'ala pours His mercy in abundance on 4 nights of the year, so ensure that you benefit from these 4 nights. One of these very, very important nights is the 15th night of the month of Shaban, and that's recorded in Lataiful Ma'arif, page number 263. Then these are the Tabi'in, and those after the Tabi'in, Imam Shafi rahimullah mentioned the du'as that are accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala on the 15th of Shaban. That means you make dua on this night, your dua is accepted. Then Imam Awzawi rahimullah was of the view that people should engage in individual worship on this night. Imam Ishaq ibn Rahuya rahimullah also approved of spending this night in worship in the masjid. Hafiz ibn Taymiyyah has said, as for the middle night of Shaban, there are many narrations that have been narrated regarding its significance, and it has been reported from the group of the Salaf, the predecessors, that they perform Salat in it. Ibn Rajab in Hanbali rahimullah writes, every Muslim is recommended to avail himself for ibadah on this particular night, which is a very, very important night. I don't know how to use a phone. I don't know how to off this phone is not right. So, furthermore, this night has great virtue and abundance goodness, as narrated in Al-Badgal, volume 1, page number 299. The scholars would personally engage in ibadah on this night. The Tabi'un, Hafiz ibn Rajab, cited the following and other. Tabi'un would engage in ibadah on the 15th night of Shaban. The Tabi'in such as Makul rahimullah, Khalid bin Madan rahimullah, Luqman bin Amr rahimullah. And those after the Tabi'un, Hafiz ibn Asakir, he also engaged in it. And Ibn Hajj states, the Salaf, the pious predecessors, would sanctify this very important night of the 15th night of Shaban and prepare themselves for it in advance. They would look forward to the 15th night of Shaban, and that's recorded in Al-Madkhal, volume 1, page 299. In summary, from the above paragraphs, it is very, very abundantly clear that the virtue of the night of 15th of Shaban is reported by many Sahaba and many of the Tabi'un. To engage in worship on this night, in addition to other occasions, has been the practice of many ulama. Those who totally refute the merit, those who ignore and say there's nothing good about this night, or don't engage in any of these acts of worship or it's bid'ah and all of that, these people have been labeled as reckless and they are exaggerating. And it's important to understand that this night is actually considered as the second most auspicious night of the Islamic calendar. A final note. In addition to dua and istighfar, seeking forgiveness from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, on this night, one should engage in any act of worship that one feels comfortable with. Do what you feel comfortable with. There are some people like here in South Africa, there are some people who say that, okay, instead of individual acts of worship, which are recommended, some people will do 6 rakat of nafil salah that are between Maghrib and Isha. They will do 2 rakats. Then they will read Surah Yasin, then another 2 rakats and read Surah Yasin, and read another 2 rakats and read Surah Yasin in congregation. I see no harm in that. I'm a very junior, uneducated person. But I see if you're praying 2 rakats, it's sawab. What can be wrong about that? If you're praying Surah Yasin, there's sawab in that. What's wrong with it? So let's not cause friction and fighting in the community about minor issues. Let's look about the bigger intention. We are seeking the reward from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We are trying to earn the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So please do what you feel is comfortable. But as far as the ulama is concerned, very, very important night, very, very auspicious night. So please, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept all your du'as on this magnificent night. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove obstacles from your way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your du'as and grant you even more from sources you never could imagine for you, your spouses, your children, your grandchildren, your parents, all whom you love. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open your doors of rosy and rizq and abundance and goodness and barakah and blessings and goodness in your life. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove all obstacles from your way. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you and grant us a taqdeer, which is an easy taqdeer and a gentle taqdeer that we can cope with. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala not place on us a burden that we cannot cope with. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Please don't forget the 15th of Shabaan. In fact, this very week is very important. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, very, very important days, right? Magnificent weekend. Before you know it, in the next 2 weeks is Ramadan. So now we're going downhill. Now there's no time to play. Now there's no time to play. After this weekend, this 15th of Shabaan, boom, boom, boom. Before you know it, Ramadan is here. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your fasting of Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for you. May you be able to grab the Laylatul Qadr, which is the last odd nights of the 10 nights of Ramadan, and Eid Mubarak to you and your family. Ameen ya Rabbal Alameen. Alhamdulillah. Please join me in the next episode. We still continue with the month of Shabaan. Stay well, look after yourself. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.